Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. We're here talking about me before I hope I become a star. But shooting the pilot of my sitcom, and it got picked up, and it's going to be on BET Plus, and I can't wait.
Yeah, so she gives us all kinds of details, so stay tuned.
Yep, stay tuned.
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? They cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
Y'all turn that stuff off in there. Hey, y'all,
You think they'd know by now. You think they'd know we're podcasting. We're like 70, 80 episodes in.
turn your computer down, baby.
These kids don't learn.
They do learn.
Do they?
I'm the lunch lady.
Are you? What have you been feeding them lately?
Salisbury steak.
Salisbury steaks.
Yeah, wasn't that your favorite meal at
Yes, I love chicken patties and Salisbury steak.
I loved it.
I remember when I was in elementary school, and on Friday we got a pizza or fried chicken.
Ooh, yeah, we had pizza Fridays.
Yeah, it was pizza. It was pizza.
Oh.
It was juvenile for fried chicken. I told y'all that. But it was pizza and chocolate milk and that applesauce. Nigga, I remember sticking my finger in that tray after you eat all the applesauce and just go around.
Did you have was your pizza pepperoni or was it sausage?
It was pepperoni.
See, we got sausage and I fucking hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
We
didn't get pepperoni until middle school.
I loved the pepperoni.
And then that wet, that little flimsy crust that's never really hard.
Yeah.
You have to at my elementary school, we were so poor. The pizza was on the tray like duct tape. You had to pull it.
Did you have breakfast pizza ever?
Nigga, what are you talking about? Hell, what the fuck? No, we didn't know what no breakfast pizza was. Y'all had breakfast pizza? Y'all had it like that?
It had white gravy with sausage on it and egg.
What?
Oh, you was living a good life.
Yeah.
You was living a good life, nigga. We got them sausage and biscuits that was so thick when you bite into them, you got to use your spoon to get the shit out the top of your mouth. You got to soak your sausage and biscuit in some fucking milk so you can eat it. So no, we didn't have that.
My favorite meal in school was French fries and applesauce. Oh, we had
them French fries used to be those so thick.
Were they the crinkles?
No,
They was the crinkles for us when they was so thick you couldn't swallow them because they was never all the way done.
Yeah,
Because you got those fries that was sitting on top of the other fries that got done, and you're crunchy in the middle, but you know you ain't gonna eat at the house, so you just eat them crunchy ass fries. Oh, that was a good old day.
Do you remember Fruitopia?
Yes.
So it would be, you would get a Fruitopia for $1, the little 20-ounce bottle.
Who the fuck had $1?
By the time we got to high school, we scrounged up a few dollars. If you just stuck in it, you probably would have got $1 too. It would be a Fruitopia, a big ass. They gave you this big ass fucking cookie for like 50 cents. It was a giant cookie, and it would always be hot. They would just make them whenever. So there was like 4 lunch periods, but they made them fresh every fucking day. And then you would get French fries and applesauce. And you spend like $3, and it'd be the best fucking.
Where the meat at?
You didn't eat. You couldn't afford. They didn't want that shit. Like, because they started doing catering. Like, my sophomore year, so that you would get like Papa John's or some. You know.
Oh yeah, we had started to do something.
Yeah. I couldn't afford that shit. So
we had like you could pull different things. So like I every day had a kiwi strawberry Snapple, a chicken patty sandwich, and a big cookie, which is why I was obese. But you could get all kinds of different things, and you could get soda. You could get all. You'd eat so good hamburgers, which tasted like rubber, but were still kind of tasty.
I remember when I was a freshman, the seniors got to leave to go to like for lunch.
Yeah,
they could go
Subway
someplace.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't have to. This was before they started doing catering. I don't think they started to do catering until like my sophomore or junior year. But like, people would leave, and I would just be like, "Oh, I want to go so bad. I'm stuck in this fucking cafeteria," but I didn't have any junior, senior friends that could leave campus to go get food.
Did you have any junior, senior money to get any food?
No, but again, I just thought it was so. Oh, they get to fucking leave. I wouldn't come back. I started skipping school. Once.
Well, I didn't get that far, but I do remember that. I remember lunch was very.
You said you only got chocolate milk on Fridays?
Yeah, it was only on Fridays. And I think I started telling this on stage where they locked the milk up and you could see it in the cage the whole week. But if you was bad, your name went on a list.
Oh, no.
And the lunch lady was like, you ain't getting no goddamn chocolate milk. I'm like, bitch, clear your throat. And she always had like a little thin mustache. It was always an ugly bitch that the world was done fucking her. And she came in.
The world was done.
One of them, them ugly ass aunties, ain't got no man, but mad at everybody
Never
else.
again.
Yep.
Yeah, but that want to be gay, but too ashamed to turn gay because won't nobody fuck on the man side and nobody wants her on the girl side.
Right.
So she just miserable and she busting her own nuts by herself. That type of bitch was a lunch lady with a Jerry curl and acne from the juice for the Jerry curl done got on her face and broke her the fuck out because she can't afford face wash and hair products. One of them bitches was a lunch lady. And you had those brown lunch cards, right? And then when you got your lunch, they would staple your card for the week. And then on Mondays, you'll get a new card.
Yeah.
And then they just staple your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You be done borrowed your friend card if you extra hungry. And you'll go back in line to the next lunch.
Yeah.
And my lunch was always, I remember when I was in 8th grade, that was high school, right? And I owned that one year because I got pregnant with Junebug. Not killed. And for some reason, now I think about it, they always made me eat with the special need kids.
You did have special needs, a baby growing inside you.
I had the special need lunch, and I couldn't understand why did I have the special need lunch. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, I told him you better get the fuck off work and go get your kids. I'm podcasting. Call Jumbo, he high. See the shit I have to deal with? I don't understand. What was I saying before I go back and do that one?
You were getting special needs lunch.
Yeah, I wasn't getting special need lunch. I was they was at my lunch. And I couldn't understand why the fuck was they at my lunch.
Right. Why were they though?
I don't know.
Was there more of them than it was of you? You were at their lunch. If it was all of them and only you.
No, my class had that lunch, and I don't know why.
Did you have
you weren't in the special needs group by yourself? Like your whole class was in there.
Yeah, well, they ate on one side, we ate on another.
Did you have like a special schedule?
Yeah, we had schedules in high school.
Yeah, but like, were you on some sort of
I was on first lunch.
pregnant teen lunch or schedule or what?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember eating with them all the time.
I hate it when we would have lunch late. So I think we got out of school at 2:23. I think the last lunch was like around 1:00. It's just like, oh, I fucking hated that lunch because you get to school at 7. First class was at 7:15, and you'd have to wait till 1:00 to eat. You'd be fucking hungry as shit. So I was on Twitter and I saw people are homeschooling, right? You were talking about being the lunch lady. So there was this big ass thread about this woman gave her child a snack while they were doing the e-learning. And the teacher came in and said, hey, you can't be feeding him while we're doing the learning. She's like, bitch, my kid at home. And so this whole thread was about these women were arguing back and forth about was it appropriate for her to be feeding her child, breaking up the schedule. Should she have not fed the kid until it was time to feed the kid, or should kids be allowed to eat throughout the day?
That's her kid.
Well, you at home, so when I'm feeding mine, I'd be like, turn the fucking camera off. Just turn the camera off, because you don't want to be feeding them in somebody else in a different situation.
Right.
But a lot of time they go over with Garyana teaching them, and you look up and it's 1:00. I'm like, ring a ding ding ding, lunch been ready. Bring your ass upstairs.
Right.
Because Garyana's trying to make sure they get all their meetings. So I think the mother was right. I don't know. She should have said, bitch, on e-learning. But
yes, she should have. Never be obedient to the state. Tell them to fuck right off. That's what I say.
Look at here,
You want to
class
feed?
member.
You want to feed Yes, Liberty is Klansmen.
No, I'm sorry. What's the ones? Them folks in Texas. What were they called?
Patriots?
No,
3%er.
What are you talking about?
no, the people who had that
Took over Waco?
Waco. Look here, Waco.
The Branch Davidians.
Yeah, but I think you know it was a snack.
And see, this is my thing is like, was she mad that it broke up the traditional learning experience, or was she just genuinely mad that one kid was eating and the rest aren't? That was my whole thing is like, who gives a fuck if a kid is hungry, feed them. It doesn't matter what time
the
it
kid
is.
eating into the mic like Miss Pat?
I don't know.
Was it Mama Black?
Yeah, the person who posted it was black, so I'm assuming that her kid was black and she was black. So that
I was just wondering because that sounds like some shit a black mama say. Bitch, fuck you. That's my kid.
And
he's at home. He ain't even got on no underwear. He's sitting on the chair, butt ass naked.
They let kids use cell phones in class now, but
really,
when it first came out, when cell phones first came out, you couldn't have one at school
at all.
And like now, there's whole lesson plans that you can do on your phone. Like I know teachers who design them. So you can text in your homework and you can do all this fancy stuff. So it just part of me is like, is that just the traditional? You're in school from 8 to 3, and then it's got to be all rules, and you got only lunch at this time, and you can't get water. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what I don't understand? Why do a child have to go to school from 8 to 3? Because literally these kids around here be through it at 12 o'clock.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck do I supposed to do with y'all? I should drop y'all off and give you the rest of the hours to the real school. Because I have a first grader and a kindergartner, and they're literally done by them to sixth grade. They slow. But everybody else is done by 12, and they literally running me fucking crazy.
Yeah. Like I think the whole origin of the school system, I'd have to look this up again, but it was like to basically create obedient workers once they got to the workforce, specifically to work in like white collar jobs. So they got them on a schedule of 8 to 3 to make sure that they could, like none of that matters anymore. Like the future is gig work. The future is working from home. The future is like learning some personal responsibility to get your shit done. Why would we make them sit there like appendages to the teacher with the other kids when you could just do video lessons and learn? Like it makes no sense to me I think one of the best things is all this is going to bring about a ton of innovation in schooling, and there'll be a million different ways for a kid to learn instead of just the one way that we learned growing up, which was like memorize this shit, do this. Like
the good part
this
about
be good progress.
If your child bad as fuck, I'll be like, look here, this is an e-learning nigga. Take him home.
This is an e-learning nigga. Take him home.
No matter what color he is, your child, no more suspension. They're called e-learning niggas. Take them home. Get them the fuck up out of here. No more fucking no more. I don't got to deal with that.
Yeah.
I truly believe that's what you do with badass kids.
There's like been a bunch of different studies that if you got rid of the truancy laws and you stop forcing kids who don't want to go to school, the grades in the classroom go way up because they're not a distraction anymore. And the kids who want to be there learn more.
Well, yeah, you get rid of a fucking distraction, people pay better attention. Yeah. You don't need a fucking study for that. That's just common sense.
Hey, somebody's got to have a job somewhere, I'm sure.
But don't get rid of teachers because I'm quite sure parents don't want to do that shit. Most parents ain't been in school, even with college degrees. You can't refresh your mind of that shit. Honestly, I helped the kindergarten. I can't go further than that.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm not saying that I can't do it. It's just I don't have the patience because and she reads and everything, but I don't have the patience because the teacher has the patience to play them game. Come on, baby, stay for. I'll be like, look here, Saisha. Sit your motherfucking ass down and do this goddamn work. Stop writing them 5s like S's and them 7 like R's. I said, you in the kindergarten, why the fuck your 7 look like an R? So no child should be taught like that on a daily basis.
Not at all.
So
traumatized 5s and 7s.
Yeah. So I'm talking to her today and I'm like, oh.
Can I have a different phone number?
No.
Why? This has 7s in it.
No, guess what she said today? So I was like, Saisha, you got to stop writing your 7s like R. She said, well, I didn't come up here for you to help me anyway. Where's my daddy? I was like, no problem, bitch. Gary! Saisha, won't you come help this motherfucker?
She tag teamed and she tagged her partner.
Yeah, I mean, no, she was like, I didn't come up here for you anyway, because she got a smart ass mouth.
I wonder where she gets it from.
know.
They all talk like you do.
Well, that what happen when you don't let them miss meals. The older kids don't talk like that.
No, you talk like your mama talked to you, to them.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think it prepares your child.
But you're just mad that they talk back to you.
Nobody talks back to me. I mean, she kind of have a little fire mouth like Gary. Nobody talks back because I'll fuck a baby up. I'll fuck my grown kids up.
Figuratively.
No,
If you're listening.
Figuratively. I mean, I don't play that being sassy. Like, you know how Ramon got that little pitch in his voice. I'm doing it. I say, bring that tone down because we're African Americans and we don't play that bullshit. I have to constantly remind him of that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes he get it twisted where he think he can yell at me, and I'm not going to tolerate that. You're not going to eat my food and holler at me. You're not going to take my good tissue and wipe your ass and holler at me. You're not going to disrespect me when I clothe you and I take care of you. First of all, my tubes are tied, and I'm supposed to be a free grandmama somewhere, give me some plastic surgery so I can look like Kim Kardashian. And I'm supposed to be looking good.
The Wish version.
Yeah, the Wish.
No, you'd look like Kim Kardashian. Nobody's ever seen her, but
I've heard of Kim Impossible.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I look like now. Kim Impossible to lose weight.
The last time we recorded, like a month ago, I was just hanging out after, and one of the girls, I've never heard her talk. She literally is the quietest kid I've ever heard. And so she kept trying to butt in. And all the other kids and Pat and everybody else would kind of talk over. And then it just ended up being me, her, and Miss Pat in the room. And she was very intelligent. She was just giving all kinds of
Portia?
Yeah, I think it was Portia. And she was just saying all these interesting things. And Miss Pat goes, I've never heard her talk like this. I go, because this poor shy girl can't get a word in edgewise around here.
She's very smart. Her vocabulary is out of this world sometimes. Like, she be talking to me, she was like, that's not how you say that. I said, I don't give a fuck, okay? So we don't really have a conversation a lot. She's come up and I don't know why you're talking like that. I say, Portia, go somewhere. But you know you got that one child that you can only go so far with.
Yeah.
And that's that child that you I can't take it like the rest of the kids.
Meaning she's sensitive?
She'll twirl her hair till it fall out her head, and she'll just be crying and shit. So that's one child. You rarely gonna hear me holler at Portia.
I've never heard you yell at her.
She's
at all.
the best one.
Yeah.
She is the best kid in this house. She don't give you no problems. She don't pee the bed. She don't talk bad. Her only time you can upset her is if you take her imaginary toys and she don't like hot dogs. She fucking hate hot dogs. If you give her a hot dog, she will flip the fuck out.
What are her imaginary toys?
Man, she stuffed some shit in some pans one day, and they back there fighting like some dogs one day. And then she said, he took my scarecrow. And I said, what fucking scarecrow? So I go back there, and she got a pair of old jeans, just done stuffed some more clothes over in there, put barrettes at the bottom, little hair ties at the bottom, and she done stuffed these motherfucking pants looking like a scarecrow. So she back there crying, and I'm like, Portia, why the fuck you got your school clothes inside your school clothes?
Kids are so funny. They think up the funny
Why
stuff.
do you got your school clothes?
I love it. The imagination.
Man, she has imagination out of this world, but she wants to be an astronaut.
Yeah.
Until she get up there.
Huh?
I said, until she get up there.
She loves the stars and shit, and she'll tell you my favorite planet is Mars. I said, how you know you ain't been there?
Crush your dreams early.
I hear hot than a motherfucker. Is it hot on Mars?
Yeah.
No.
It's cold.
Oh, it's cold. That's the other.
Yeah, I was like, here it's cold like a motherfucker. You already on Mars. You in Indiana, motherfucker. Come winter, you in Mars, right?
You should take her to the planetarium.
Yeah.
Where?
The planetarium.
I was gonna take them I was gonna try to do another cruise, but I'm not fucking no cruises.
Did you ever get your money back?
They just emailed me today and said they might be giving us our money back.
They should.
Yeah, so I'm sitting here looking at everybody like, oh my God, I can't wait to get on our crew. I ain't getting on the motherfucking thing. If I get on anything, it's gonna be Disney, because I know they don't. Disney was sanitized before the coronavirus. So I know they gonna have motherfuckers on top of each other's shoulders cleaning that goddamn boat.
Yeah. So when was the cruise supposed to happen?
In April. So now they're gonna sail November the 6th, which is Nikia's birthday, 2021.
Okay.
But that's like somebody just said, excuse me, people, that's hurricane season.
Yeah.
So of course they're gonna take you out there hurricane season so you can get canceled, get you on a boat, and then you really can't get your money back. So I'm not fucking with that.
And everybody like, oh yeah, we'll just do it next year. As if next year this all's going to be solved. We're all very hopeful.
We're gonna we're gonna do the countdown and we're back to normal.
Remember when we'll have the Indy 500 in August and everybody can come. Like 15 days to stop the spread. Okay. Well, we're like 1,500 days.
Well, I shoot my show.
Really?
In January.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I actually shoot my show in Atlanta in January, so I'm hoping that we'll be back to some type of normalcy.
Yeah.
Because we need an audience, and they saying
there were 1,000 people on the White House lawn with no masks on.
Yeah.
We're not going back to normal anytime soon. That's how they got Herman Cain.
Who you think they're going to get out of that bunch?
I hope all
I seen Scott there.
Scott who?
Not Scott. What's his name? Who? The one with the little BuzzFeed haircut, old asshole. And then the one who they had to rush off the lawn when somebody, the protesters started acting crazy.
Oh, Rand Paul?
Ron Paul.
Was it Ron or Rand?
Rand. Yeah.
His name Rand?
Rand.
His name is Rand Paul. Yeah, I saw him on the lawn. I was sitting there looking like, y'all, don't y'all know that why Herman Cain ain't with us now?
I wouldn't want to go.
I saw maybe 2 people with masks on.
Yeah.
Literally 2 fucking people.
First of all, the whole thing was illegal. I don't want to start talking about politics, but that whole fucking thing was illegal.
Yeah. What the fuck are you going to do about it?
But they're like, law and order. And I'm like, y'all all breaking the law out here.
On our dime. We spent a lot of money these last 3 years. We could have ended poverty, racism. We could have ended a lot of shit. But like I said, I shoot in January. So hopefully
How many episodes are you going to get in the season?
10.
Talk about the show at all?
Can we take a break and then talk about the show?
Yeah. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. So we back. We're going to talk about the show. I shoot in January.
The name of the show is?
The Miss Pat Show.
The Miss Pat Show.
Nice.
I still watched it. I got the pilot. I'm not quite sure if you guys out there done heard it before. I mean, done seen me at a show and I was like, hey, come watch my pilot. But I love watching the pilot. I mean, it's on the episode
really
I got.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like the same set, same cast? Like how much of that'll change?
Well, they're gonna ship because I shot the pilot in LA.
Mm-hmm.
They ship my whole set because once you shoot a sitcom, and if it don't get picked up immediately, like Hulu dropped it, they didn't want it. Then we thought Fox was gonna get it, and Fox didn't pull it out, and now it ended up on BET Plus, which is a bill BET and BET Plus. So just get the app. And I'm gonna tell you why you want to get the app, because in this show it's real shit. Like, it's real language, real conversation, and on the TV version, they might bleep it. So you sign up for BET Plus right now, and it's only $10 a month. It's cheaper than fucking Netflix and Hulu and the rest of them. And so what was I saying?
Your whole set got shipped out.
Oh, so once you shoot a pilot, they put your stuff in storage, even the clothes you had on.
Really?
Like, yeah, they tried to take my wig. I said, bitch, I'm not leaving this good wig in no storage for I don't know how long. Then if they don't use it, they take it and sell it or just throw the shit away.
Right.
So I'm like, no, y'all ain't getting any wigs. Oh, fuck no. So they put everything in storage. So now since BT picked it up and BT Plus, they shipped the whole set to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And it's so cool because I can't tell y'all where we shoot at because it's kind of private, but it's old stomping ground.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we'll shoot the next 9 episodes in Atlanta with a smaller audience. I'm praying like hell this whole thing is lifted so we can shoot in front of a studio audience. And, they don't have shows that shoot in front of studios audience in Atlanta.
Really?
Because everything Tyler Perry do is laughed out the can.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it's through Tyler Perry?
No, it's not through Tyler Perry. LA is set up for that. You got the Fox Studio, the Warner Bros. And all of that. They literally building shit for us to shoot in, but never with a studio audience. We're multicam. usually single cam would shoot in Atlanta.
Gotcha.
So this is all something new.
So it's kind of groundbreaking then.
Well, the show itself, I think, is going to be groundbreaking. The way the kid wrote it, and I've never seen anything like it. I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. No, we've never seen anything like it.
No, I agree.
We agree.
Yeah, and like I was talking to one of the ladies who what are they called? Everybody got a name, not a producer, but one who put everything together for the show to be shot. And she was like, "I'm not
Showrunner?
No, she's not a showrunner. She's a
Coordinator?
Director?
no. They're the people.
Boy Grip?
They're like Fox. They put everything together. Make sure you get paid. Make sure the set is right. Make sure everything's in place. I can't think of the name. But anyway, she was like, I have never.
I was just fucking around. Sorry.
I didn't hear the shit you said because I'm trying to remember what I'm saying. I'm acting like Joe Biden. He can't remember shit. He's like, what was I saying? But what the fuck was I saying?
So
It's funny to watch it in real time.
what were you saying?
You were talking about the person who puts the show
Oh yeah,
together.
yeah. She was saying how she had never seen a show, and she was like, it just looked like I just felt like it was my family.
Right.
And I think that's what a lot of people is gonna see, no matter what race you are. You're gonna know these characters. They're in your family. They're literally in your family. And if they're not in your family, you know somebody who got a family like what we're about to show you when we do this show. So I'm real excited. I can't wait. I can't.
You didn't have to do any recasts or anything. You were able to retain everybody.
Yeah, I was. I mean, we had to fight for it. Oh my God, we had to fight for it. I won't even get into that. It's just like so many, when you shooting a sitcom, it's a lot of fucking behind the scenes shit people don't know.
Sure.
You know what I've learned about this whole ordeal? I would never look at a show and say, oh, that's garbage.
Really?
Because to get that garbage on TV, what you think is garbage, somebody went through hell and hot water.
Because there's so many cooks in the kitchen.
It's just so many cooks in the kitchen, so many ideals, and then like when it's based off you need people who know your voice, who understand your vision. And, what we're doing is not made up.
Right.
The pilot simply happened to me. That's why it was so easy to write. So you have all of these people that comes in after you write it, and they want to give you a little input, and after you shoot it, they want to give you a little input, and you like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Literally, we had to deal with people that said, I don't understand why they're funny. They was like, what's ashy? What's nappy? I don't get it.
So basically, I was running the studio, and you were pitching the show.
Yeah, pretty much. Right. No, but after we shot it, people was like, I mean, you had execs who paid all that money for the show, was like, that's why I got dropped at Hulu. They was like, I don't get it. But I ask people to be honest. I've never seen somebody who watched this show and did not like it.
Right.
Did not like it.
Yeah, and I've watched her show it to people, and I've been there, and like everybody that saw it laughed at the spots where they're supposed to laugh at, and they're like, even
though it's a live studio audience, a lot of times they try to force you to laugh. But the jokes are genuine.
It's none of that hokey stuff. Like, here comes the punchline.
Right.
Laugh track. And it's not that at all. But like everybody that watched it, they all had the exact same comments. Oh, I would love to watch this again.
Oh, what a next episode. I was like, it's not enough next
Because
episode.
when you start watching it, you're like, ooh, I can't wait for this. It's like one of those shows that you can binge watch. You know what I mean? Because I think binge watching has fucked us up. Like, we have no patience for waiting now. It's like, where's the next episode? It's like crack.
I think they're going to drop. I think that they're going to drop all of them at the same time. I think we're going to get like a teaser, I'm hoping, after we get a few in the can, and then they're going to drop all of them.
So when you go in January, are you writing the shows?
No, we're writing in a couple weeks.
Okay. All right. Are you doing that here, or are you going down there?
We're going to do Zoom.
Okay.
We're going to Zoom with the writers, and then we're going to, I go to Atlanta at the end of December, and we start shooting in January.
Okay.
So I'll be in Atlanta till sometime March.
Nice.
I'll be working and doing that.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then it's like, it was scary. I'm not going to say it was scary. is what's serious for me, because I had all this time to prepare for the pilot. Is that we shooting like 1.5 episodes, 2 episodes a week, and I'm like, hold on, motherfucker, I can't remember what I'm saying on this podcast. How the fuck am I gonna remember 30 pages to each strips?
Right.
But I've learned this. The good part about it is I'm in the writer's room,
Right.
So a lot of that shit I'll be retaining as I write it. Oh, I remember this line. So the thing is, it's just getting back into the groove of acting and stuff. Because acting, people have already said acting is reacting. That is the realest shit I ever heard. Because at first I used to tell Dean, I was like, I can't act. They too fucking fake. I'm not fake.
Right.
But then when you get the right lines, and I think it's because the show is about me, it made me more and more relaxed. It just about, to me, it was about being relaxed with the daddy. I could not take the daddy. Because I had never kissed another man in 20-some years. I haven't kissed a man in 20-some years.
I kissed a man.
And, I really had to get used to him. And, he's a stage play actor. He's fucking great in the show. And he was sweating. I was like, oh, my God, this nigga is sweating. And so it
reminds me too much of Garrett.
Garrett don't sweat like that. But I just had to get used to him. And I remember going out to eat with him. And I just always felt like I was cheating when I was with him. And then eventually I kind of got more and more used to it. And I started looking at him he was just a friend, because I didn't know him.
Right.
But our chemistry was so good together when you go off to those chemistry tests to test. Because they just don't.
They're like dog, person,
elephant,
camera, woman. Our chemistry's great.
It's a very hard.
So, and he was such a great actor that, everybody had acting experience except me. So what's so great about the cast, they wrapped their arms around me. I would drop lines, and I remember the daughter being so fucking good, and I was like, are you ever gonna fuck up?
Yeah.
Is there any way to show the pilot? Better question. Are they gonna? Can people see the pilot? Do you know when that is gonna be?
Not unless you run into me and I show it to you on my phone, and you don't have a bionic eye.
Yeah.
God damn it! I was getting a bionic eye on Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. I
love to see. I love to see people reaction of it. Yeah, and I love to see different. I love to see a diverse audience watch it, because they all take something away different from it, and it's just what they catch and the other person don't catch,
right.
And that's what I love about it.
Your chemistry. You were talking about your chemistry and how you had to work on it with the daddy, but when you watch the show, it looks like you guys have been together for fucking a long time. Just the first episode looks like, holy shit, this is a real family. They, I don't know how long you guys practiced. I don't know how long it took for you guys to get it all filmed, but just watching it, because I've seen it 4 or 5 times already. Even the first time I watched it, I was like, wow, it flows together. Even the brother and sister dynamic,
Yeah, and how long did that actress spend with Garyana to get down the contempt for you? Because she had now.
She's really good.
She had never met Garyana. And I remember when the process of sitcom is you got to audition so many people. And the cool part was I auditioned the people from what was that Queen the 4 black girls, Friends. What was their names?
Living Single?
Not Living Single.
Girlfriends.
Okay. So I auditioned 2 of those, and then you kind of get whoa, what the fuck? Bubba Gump from
Forrest Gump.
Oh, really?
But some people was too big to audition. Omar Epps was too big, so you literally had to sit down. And when I sat down with Bubba Gump, I'm like, nigga, you old. You too old to be my fucking husband.
Wow.
So, but in the process, you kind of get groupified. You be like, oh, go over there and get Tyrese, knowing Tyrese is not a fucking fit.
I just wanted to meet Tyrese. Yeah.
But it wasn't Tyrese I want to meet. It was T.I. So I was like, go get T.I. You know T.I. don't look good with no fat bitch like me. But I got to meet fucking T.I. and we all went out to eat. It was fucking great. But that's how you played to go meet the people that you really wanted to meet.
Yeah.
And when Bubba Gump came, I was like, fucking meet him. And then you got the whole back and you was like, do I ask this nigga for a picture? Now I ended up asking Omar Epps for a picture because I know one of his cousins or some shit. But it was kind of really cool to see older actors. The chick from A Different World who had that whiny voice, Lean on Me, who got pregnant and Lean on Me.
Oh man,
She like this is a black girl.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't know what her
She
name is.
came in audition, and the character was for the sister was kind of similar to her, but Tammy Roman ended up coming in and stealing
Tammy
it.
is amazing.
She was fucking amazing.
She's so good.
I cannot wait till we all get started and you guys come down to Atlanta. We do a podcast with the whole crew because it's such a backstory with Tammy for me. Like, is that her? Let me see.
Is your daughter Garyana character? Was she in the movie?
No, she's never been in a movie. This her right here, Karen. That's her. She came in an audition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She talks super fast in the show.
Yeah. Who?
Karen Molina.
Yeah.
So it was cool meeting her. Old girl from Girlfriend. You met a lot of people. The little girl.
You met Cole, didn't you, from Martin?
Cole was up for the daddy role.
No hate to the guy who's playing it now, but I was really hoping it would be Cole. I wanted to be Cole.
Everybody wanted to be Cole. The chemistry was there. He was so fucking good, and I don't know why. You know, shit looked better when you put it on film, and he made it all the way down to the end. But he was fucking great. It was. I think I was a big fan too when I met Cole, and it's kind of weird sitting there. You know, you got a show coming out, and you see these actors, and you, like I said, you really were like, can I fucking have an autograph? And then you auditioning them for a show. And I was sitting there, I was like, wow, I'm fucking blessed. And then you got all of these executives from your network and who all, I'm in with Ron Howard Company too. So you got all these big network people saying, who do you like? Bitch, I don't know who the fuck I like. I don't know how to act. I don't fucking know. You know, but then you got to get your cool because after you see so many people, you start to learn what do and don't. So it was really fucking cool. It was tiring. I auditioned a lot of fucking comedians. A lot of comedians. We auditioned.
Did you feel like you had to because you are a comedian?
No, you know, people got their agents who they think that'll fit. Like audition just hilarious. Tammy does comedy. It was a lot of fucking female comedians. It was a lot of female comedians. I think Coco Brown came in. A lot of comedians came in for the role.
Was there one person that you wanted that they said no on?
No, I cannot remember this chick name. I just seen her. She's about to be in a movie with Jamie Foxx. So I saw her on like, Jordan hit me up to write. It was like, look who's on Good Morning America. And it was a chick who was real close to getting that job, and she looked like my sister. And she was from Atlanta. She had that Atlanta twang, and this is before we auditioned Tammy. And because when Jordan, it was so funny that the writer had in his mind, he's tell you this is sitcom, so I let him tell you that. So he had in his mind who he wanted to pick. Like he sent me to Daddy a year before when we first started. I said, who the fuck is this big old black nigga? And he's like, oh, he's a stage actor player. I said, oh, fuck you, Jordan. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Then he sent me Tammy one day, and he was like, this is your sister. I said, this bitch crazy. She got on a hat rack on Instagram talking shit. And he was like, then my daughter was like, Mama, Tammy is from basketball. I don't watch fucking Basketball Wife. Right. So I didn't know any of this. And so I was like, I don't want a reality star. I don't want a reality star. And they was like, she can fucking act. I was like, no reality stars can act. And I was like, I need somebody strong. And literally she came in there dressed like we saw this character. We had not talked to her. She knew so much about me. This is when I tell you a bitch still another bitch job. Because I thought the dark-skinned girl was going to get the job. The first girl. She came in there dressed like Denise, because that's my sister's name on the show. Like what we envisioned her to be. And she fucking killed it. And everybody turned to me because the whole time I'm like, I don't want a reality star. They was like, now what, bitch? And I was like, this bitch good. She can act.
good.
And she knew so much about me. She had done she was talking about pup and she had did a research on me. And then when she came back for the chemistry, y'all, we were so fucking good together. And when we shot it, not one time did I not feel like Tammy was my sister. She was so fucking good. And people was like, this is like Lucy and Elsa. Whatever her name is, Lucy Friend.
Yeah, Ethel.
Lucy and Ethel. That's what people were comparing us to because we were so fucking good.
Did she feel like your sister in a familial way, or did she feel like your sister?
She felt like she could have been a family member, like a sister. Right. I was so comfortable with her, and my role is like I got my shit together, and I'm helping her get her shit together, and I've been through that with my real sister. So I pulled from my real life and I just connected it.
Yeah.
And when, I went in when I remember acting with Tammy, I was hesitant because I'm helping this sister get back on her feet, but I know this sister's full of bullshit. Right. So I just channeled myself with my real sister and I put it towards her. Like when we sat on the couch, that little scene, I was saying the whole time, "Hey, Papa, I want to slap the shit out of you." And then I hope they show the bloopers like when we sitting there eating the Chinese food, so the Chinese food fall down my titties, and this how good I thought I could act. I never stopped. I just went in my fucking titty, got the shrimp, kept eating, kept talking, and the audience fucking lost it. They fucking lost it.
Could you get like the bloopers and stuff and put it on your social media as a way to promote the show?
When it comes out.
That'd be great, yeah.
When it comes out,
I make promos out of the bloopers.
Yeah, when it comes out, I can. And it's like other little stuff that they cut that Hulu didn't like. Now that we at BT Plus, they can put it all back in. It was so good. I remember I'm sorry, y'all, this is a longer episode, but I remember not wanting the oldest son. And I don't know. Nakia's character, because Ashley's character comes in later. With Nakia's character, I literally... when Nakia carried, I literally did not like this boy because he looked lazy like the real Nakia.
That's what I was talking about when I say the chemistry on the show is like it just fits. Like
and I was saying, I literally said, this nigga, I don't like him. They was like, me pay these actors, I don't like him.
Asking me to pick up his kids.
I could not stand him. I literally could not stand this kid. And I remember him coming in, I was like, he too much like the real Nakia. And so Debbie Allen said, fuck that shit. That go your Nakia right now. And then when the daughter came in, she was like a last minute pick. Just got out of acting school. And she was we came in, we thought we was gonna pick the little girl from Marlon's show. So she got called back. And just so happened somebody submitted the girl who got the job, who's my daughter on the show. So the little girl come back and Debbie Allen said, I don't believe you'll whoop a white bitch ass. I said, what the fuck? Did Debbie Allen just tell this girl that? The girl was like, whoa. But she handled it good because I would have started crying. Debbie Allen tell me I don't look like I can whoop a white bitch ass. and
you might need to cut that part out.
No, I'm leaving that in.
So I had never, because first you pick the people that you think is good. Then the director come in and do they pick.
Yeah.
And all the big execs. And then you send it over to people like Lee Daniel, and then they help you all make the decision. It's just not your decision.
Okay, so you initially with the casting director picked the first round of people, then the director picked...
The director come in and pick with the executive. Okay. Yes.
All right.
So once we get it narrowed down to probably 3-4 people per characters, then that's when the director come in.
Now, even though you're switching, like, is Lee Daniels still going to be involved?
Yeah, this is Lee's show.
Okay.
This is still Lee Daniels' show. So after we interviewed her and one other girl, she just kept crying. I'm like, what the fuck you crying for, bitch? And that one was crazy because you was like, no, Garyana is tough. I've never seen Garyana cry. Not even though I was a baby, you hit her. She motherfucker just turned red. So then, I know this is long, but I want to tell y'all the whole thing.
We're learning so much.
So then the girl who came in for the daughter, and the bitch blew us away.
She's so good.
She is, but I had to keep everybody like, God damn it, Pat, where you get her from? She fine little motherfucker. I said, y'all ain't about to get my daughter pregnant. Get the fuck away from here.
No, yeah, she is.
And she was.
She might be the new Quisha.
Yeah, nah, I doubt that. But she was so fucking good. Yeah. And what's so crazy, she from Atlanta.
Really?
Me, who else is from Atlanta? Vince is from the South, and me, Vince, and her, we all from the South.
Now, will you go out? Will it all be on set? The whole season be on set, or would you go out into Atlanta to do certain portions? Like,
it's according to what the episode is. I think we do have one where we do that, but even though we're shooting in Atlanta, it's gonna look like I live in Midwest.
Okay, gotcha.
It's set in the Midwest because, it's me moving from Atlanta to the Midwest, but I don't know how the fuck I got back to Atlanta to shoot. But
yeah, it's so fun.
That's where the studio is.
Hadn't thought about that, yeah.
But yeah, it was really fun casting and getting people. It was something that I'll never forget. I remember taking little shit from the set. Like I got my Miss Pat sign hung up.
Oh, yeah, no, it's...
And I would remember that when you park on Fox lot, they had everybody named there. All the big people named who's supposed to come, like Brian Graves or Ron Howard. Or I don't think Ron Howard's name was out there, but it was Lee Daniel. It was Debbie Allen. So they don't want that shit. They're used to that shit. Well, I'm not used to that shit. Nigga, I grabbed all their name tags. So I'm making me like a photo album from that day, because that day to me was really fucking special. And I remember walking in on the set and, people like, oh, you the star. You the first on the call sheet. I said, I'm not a fucking star. I'm at work like everybody else is at work. And I had to tell them, I said, hey, we all stars. This shit can't work if I ain't got y'all. If you niggas back here don't 5D cameras, if you motherfucking actors don't act, well, it ain't no goddamn show. So stop. I said, we all fucking stars. And that's how I act. Like I was shocked that when you on a set, that the extra eat last. Yeah. And I was like, what y'all waiting on? They was like, we can't eat together. I said, get the fuck up. We gonna all eat it together. If a motherfucker don't get in here and eat, then they didn't want nothing to eat, okay? I said, put the motherfucking cameras down and come and eat. And like, you know how I show up early at the club? Mm-hmm. Like, call time was at 10 o'clock. My dumb ass was there at 7 o'clock. They was like, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm like, I'm coming to work. They was like, the star don't get here early. I said, ain't no star. I'm clocking in, nigga. They paying me to be here. I ain't got time for that shit. I would go lay on the couch in my green room because I don't want to be late. And it wasn't that I was just excited. I do that the same thing when I'm headlining.
True. I
show up an hour, 2 hours early. But what the fuck you doing here, sir? I don't want to be late. So it was kind of interesting in that. The hiring process is so crazy because when it's your show, you hire everybody from the caterer to the you have to say so on everybody too. I remember hiring it, huh?
Did you have to do a bunch of taste tests for caterers?
No, you just had to find one that you like and you tell them what you like. Okay. And then they really bend over backward for you. I'm like, ma'am, it ain't. She was like, I'm hiding orange juice in the refrigerator just for you. I said, ma'am, it ain't that serious. It's literally, the caterer got on my fucking nerve. I'm like, you don't have to hide shit just so I have it. I have shit in my green room.
Don't make me play this back to you 10 years from now. Remember this, Miss Pat?
I know, that's
Get out of my green room, plebe.
So I know I was talking to the lady and she was like, what do we do when you start? She's like, I like you because I don't think you're going to be like a lot of actors. I was like, what? She's like, do you know we have requests to tell people not to look at the actors?
Shut up. Did she tell you any names?
No, she wouldn't tell me.
That'd be...
And I was like, what? But I've been on set where people say, tell them not to look at me. And I think it's the stupidest shit in the world.
I heard a race car driver say that one time. She yelled at her husband, shut that door, they're looking at me. They being her fans who wanted an autograph. And you're just like, how entitled do you have to be?
I worked at a health food store one time, and it wasn't too far from the track. And the race car drivers, every year that the race was in town, the 500, they would come to this health food store to get like supplements and stuff like this. And what's the chick's name that played in Double Jeopardy? Ashley Judd.
Oh, yeah.
Ashley Judd comes in there, and she people recognize her, right? And we're ringing her up, and she goes, it'd be nice if you didn't, say anything. I was like, bitch, don't nobody give a fuck that you in here. I was like, I don't care.
I worked on the PR staff.
Did you know who she was?
I knew who she was, but it's not like I was going to make an announcement. Attention, all shoppers, Ashley Judd is checking out. Like, bitch, no one gives a fuck about you.
I worked out there. She was notorious for that stuff. And so one time her husband had won the poll, and so I'm leaning in to try and like get the interview, and to counterbalance my fat ass, I like push my hand back and I feel something soft and jiggly, and I turn around and realized I'd just grabbed Ashley Judd's ass. And I turn around and I'm dead faced her, and she goes, "Watch where you're touching." I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. She was and stormed off. I was amazed I didn't get fired because she was such a...
Yeah,
I won't act like that.
Yeah.
I've ran into some that's assholes. I really have. I've ran into some.
Who's the worst? Tell us.
I can't tell you who.
Come on.
Yeah,
I'll tell you whose asshole stinks. Isaac Hayes. Before he died, he took a shit in that bathroom. This is the worst fucking thing I've ever smelled in my entire life.
Where?
At the health food store that I worked at. He was in town for, I don't know, I think he had a concert or something, but he came and there was a customer bathroom by the area that I worked. And I just remember I saw him go in there and he left. And I was like, oh my fucking God, dude. What did you do in there? Like, it is, I cannot describe to you how bad that man's asshole smelled.
At the Bob and Tom show, there's a Daily Show contributor who walked around the corner and didn't think anybody was there and farted so loud. And I walked right through. He turned around and his face was like, ah. I was like, happens, man. No worries. It was very, very smelly
as shit I've ever
I don't think I'd be like that. That's why I like to talk to my fans online.
Fucking chef.
My husband was like, you need to stop talking to people online. I said, they're real.
Yeah.
They're real people online. And they you know.
Not all of them.
Huh?
Not all of them.
What you think they are?
Some of them are bots.
Well, yeah, you can tell the bots. They don't have.
I got a bot yesterday on Instagram.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to argue with you.
But I can tell the real people. I'm having a conversation with. Not talking about team. I had a conversation with you before, but so
a lot of your haters on Twitter are bots. Do you notice that you be arguing with bots?
Yeah.
Like, why are you arguing with robots? So you're not gonna win.
No, and I go on by my business. But Instagrams are real. They're mostly real people, and those are the ones that I go at it the most. But I like talking to them because in the end they be like, "I still love you, Miss Pett," and I'm like, "Well, good," because I think I don't know how big I'm gonna get. If I don't stop eating Chick-fil-A. Yeah, but I always want to be able to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't imagine not being able to communicate. And there's gonna come a time where I'm not gonna be able to say, "Suck my dick from the left" without it making the shade room. Yeah, but
would you want to be as big enough to make the shade room for anything you did? Like, would you want to be that big? Would you want to be that famous? I look at some of these lives and I'm just like, God, I would not want to be somebody like Kim Kardashian famous. Seems like such a hassle.
Well, I'm not here for the famous. I love what I do.
Yeah.
I just it's a paycheck. I love what I do. I literally love what I do.
What you do is gonna stop you from being what you do. Like going to Hobby Lobby and clearance rack shopping. You ain't gonna be able to do that at a certain point. I just want you to know you're working as hard as you're working to do what you want to do. I'm telling you right now, people will mob you and you won't be like. It's coming.
Dane Cook once tweeted out, he goes, "Being famous is awesome because the really big stuff is super easy, but the really small stuff is super hard."
Yep.
Ain't nobody gonna fuck with me when I got my Hobby Lobby coupon. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say, let me tell you something, bitch. You better pull up. You got a coupon? You better leave me the fuck alone.
Okay.
Yeah. She thinks she's different.
The world won't do this to me.
Yeah.
They're gonna mob you.
First of all, the good thing about me,
you already get mobbed when you come.
It's only my voice. If I don't talk, I'm good. But when I have on no makeup and no bra, nobody knows who the fuck I am.
That is a good point.
Look at me now. I don't look like Miss Pett that go on stage.
No.
She all made up and shit, a good bra on with the buckles in the back.
You've been putting this podcast out. All your listeners know what to look for now.
They don't know
the RoboCop looking chick who's got a half condom on her head with the face shield.
Snoop from The Wire.
With her titties hanging.
He's a Snoop from The Wire.
Yeah.
That is what I fucking look like.
Yeah. Snoop from The Wire with a thyroid issue. I'm so sorry.
Well, the good part about it, me and Ashley look just alike, so I sent her in. Y'all mob that bitch. She wants to teach her. Well,
she'll love it.
She'd fucking love
Yeah,
it.
she
Oh
would.
yeah! Oh my God! A famous smile, cheese.
That is, I forgot about you having a body double.
You
Yeah.
literally have a Saddam Hussein body double.
I do. So she gonna get it way more than me, cause she's gonna go out looking for it.
Yeah.
I'm not Miss Pat. I'm her daughter. I'm her daughter. I can see her now, but I will eat you. What you like, Miss Pat? Face on your pussy. Open your legs. Can see her fucking right now. Oh, I will eat you. And then somebody take a picture. That's Miss Pat, bitch. That is not me.
Where were
Okay.
we at? I think we were in Cincinnati. We were doing a show, and some girl was like, "I eat your pussy, Miss Pat."
Oh, my
And
God.
Miss Pat was like, "Ugh." It was a white lady too. It was so funny. Was it Cincinnati or I can't remember. It was so funny because it was just completely out of nowhere. You were talking about Ashley, and then she was like, "I eat you, Miss Pat," and she was like, "No, you won't, bitch."
Ugh, not at all.
He mean. But so Ashley's gonna enjoy that. I just want a regular life. I can go. I just like people. Like I don't. You ain't got to ask me for no picture. But I sit down and have a drink with you. What that drink I be drinking, Dion?
Sour mix with a splash of amaretto.
Yeah, Amarola sour. That's my shit right there.
I bet if you stayed in this town, like if you stayed in a town like this, you'd be fine. Like Dave Chappelle's kind of talked about that, where like living in Ohio in the same town where it's like the population, you've met everybody. Everybody knows you. Yeah. You're not running into new people like if you're living in New York.
You know, that's what I was telling my husband. I was like, I go to Atlanta, but I don't know if I want to live there. I said, that place really fucking scares me.
Yeah.
Atlanta scares the shit out of me.
Finally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love my city. I love my Falcon. I love my people. I love the diversity. But that place literally scared. I literally think I could stay in this house with a TV show and nobody would literally fuck with me. I don't think nobody would fuck with me.
No.
I don't think nobody gonna be peeking through the door to see any of our big ass naked. Because if they do that, whoa, and they're gonna drop their fucking camera phone and break it. So I mean, I think I can have a peace of mind. But you know, I want to go back home.
Yeah.
That's why I be trying to debate. I said, should I sell my house? Because we might have to run back to this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can afford to keep it, I don't know why you would.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to afford to keep it if them episodes are as good as that pilot.
Yeah.
Because this show is fucking amazing. It's really good.
I cannot
it's
wait to
fun
show you
TV.
It's like
it's serious and it's funny at the same time. Like the pilot episode is kind of heavy a little, but it's got so much funny in it.
It's got a good story to it.
That you don't feel like overwhelmed. You know what I mean? Like it's just there's enough. The space from funny to serious to funny is spaced perfectly.
I'm podcasting. Get the fuck out.
Well, we can
We
wrap
can
up.
wrap it up.
Yeah,
It's probably
way
over an hour.
Yeah, we about to wrap it up. They hungry.
So I was just saying that the flow of the show is really, really good. The spacing of the laughs to the seriousness is perfect.
And I can't wait for you guys to watch it. I cannot wait. I need to do a watch party here in Indiana.
That would be fantastic.
A secret watch party with 20 people and take all of you guys' phones at the door.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about it.
Maybe
Don't.
videotape the audience while they're watching it.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You think we could do it at Helium?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
could do it at Helium. They can't do it at my house, but yeah, they can do it at Helium.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on that for maybe 10
got
to
a
20
projector.
people here, huh?
They got a big ass projector.
They got a projector. I just got to figure out how to put it on their projector. That was the problem I had last time.
Maybe like if you're a patron, you get tickets or something like that. Maybe do it that way.
Yeah, if you're a Patreon person, and you can come on down and we'll get you in and buy you a good old drink and let you watch it, and then let you give secret feedback. Don't put your name on it, but tell us what you really think.
I like that plan. Sounds awesome.
So we're gonna work on it. But thank y'all for tuning in and listening to my experience of shooting a sitcom. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.